Is it just me
Is a
out there?
when the spirit dies, but the dead live. The dark god of the night is a beast.
Stage 49, Item 30. Dracula by Bram Stoker. Dramatized for radio by George Salverson. Starring Lorne Greene as Count Dracula and Alan King as Jonathan Harker. Produced and directed by Andrew Allen. With an original musical score composed and conducted by Lucio Agostini. George Salverson's adaptation of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
This is the journal of Jonathan Harker. Should any read, convey its warning to those who will believe and act, and convey it to those who mourn me, for I have written my last word. Pennsylvania, May the 4th, 1897. A day of a strange, wild journey to carry me on my mission. Is travel among these motionless mountains and long sleeping castles always pursued so recklessly, so desperately? Our Slovak driver lashing his horses, the coach for Bukovina rocking and bouncing, the passengers crying for more speed.
More quickly, the sun sinks.
Crying for more speed as darkness is near, and watching me with eyes that are somehow troubled.
Obviously, you are the Englishman.
The Englishman? Yes, I am English.
In the streets, when we took the coach, there was much attention on the Englishman.
But why, sir, is it so remarkable to be English?
I do not know why, but I can tell you that this wild country, the ancient battleground of Bulgar and Turk, is not only a melting pot of races, it is a melting pot of all the world's superstition. And it is sometimes remarkable what an Englishman will do.
There's nothing remarkable in what I am doing. I represent a completely respectable firm of London solicitors. I am here to perform a service for a client.
And who is this client, sir?
A Count Dracula.
Driver, more quickly. Am I to find him?
Must we travel through these potholes as though the devil were after us?
Tradition would have it these roads should be never repaired, lest the Turk consider it a warlike action.
Herr Englishman, it is the eve of St. George's Day, is it?
Oh, yes, of course.
Do you not know at midnight all evil in the world holds sway? Do you know where you go, Herr Englishman?
I do not understand you, sir.
Our friend has had his say. You, sir, are from London and I from Prague. I fear we find these people amusing.
They seem to be afraid of me. I don't know why. The Count will have his carriage meet the coach at the entrance to Borgo Pass. Then I leave you to perform certain services for the Count of Castle Dracula.
Driver, I know.
I cannot understand this bone-shattering speed.
Perhaps our fellow passengers fear the dark. Or perhaps the devil is after us.
Darkness, with the feel of the mountains hiding in it. A long, hard climb toward Borgo Pass. The horses walking and my bones aching. Campfires near the road. Gypsies. I am going to walk a piece.
What are you doing?
I'm going to walk while the hill has slowed us down to a reasonable pace.
I forbid it. I am responsible. I forbid you to leave the coach. The wolves are savage here.
Those gypsies don't seem afraid.
I forbid it.
Oh, very well.
A stranger passes in the night. He believes only what he sees. Will he see what he cannot believe?
There is the road. There goes Borgo Pass. You see, there is for you no carriage.
The arrangements were very precise.
The Herr Englishman is not expected after all. Stay with us to Bukovina. Come, let us wait no longer.
We came at such a speed, I am sure that...
You are early tonight, coachman.
The Herr Englishman was in a hurry.
That is why I suppose you wished him to go on to Bukovina.
That is a strange-looking fellow when he smiles, those sharp white teeth.
Herr Englishman, if you must do this, take this crucifix for your mother's sake. Wear it And God go with you.
The coach with its frightened passengers swept into the darkness on its way to Bukovina, leaving me with the stranger who had so suddenly materialized. Without a word, he motioned me to a carriage which stood silent in the shadows. As we drove upward through the pass, the cry of the wolves followed us until midnight found us in the courtyard of a vast, ruined castle from whose tall black windows came no ray of light. The silent coachman set me down, drove away, left me in the darkness before the massive iron door. And there I waited. Waited and waited until...
Welcome to my house. Enter freely and of your own will.
Count Dracula?
I am Dracula, and I bid you welcome, Mr. Harker.
Yes, thank you. The door is very effective.
It once frustrated a Turkish army.
It wouldn't do to lose the key, would it?
Come, sir. It is late, and my servants are not available. Let me see to your comfort myself.
His servants. I wondered if the servants existed as I followed along the passage, up a great winding stair, and down the stone floor of another endless passage. Even Dracula's silent coachman was Dracula.
You will, I trust, excuse me that I do not join you at supper, but I have dined already.
I quite understand. Oh. Even in here, the sound of the wolves.
Listen to them. The children of the night. What music they make.
Music?
Ah, sir. You dwellers in the city cannot enter into the feelings of the hunter.
Dracula smiled. The firelight leaped and fled about the ancient room from the bright red lips, the sharp, white, pointed teeth. I dropped my eyes to his hands. The nails were long and pointed. I remembered as he greeted me how strong they were and how cold. I became aware of something else. I pushed my food away. My God, his breath!
Now, tell me of London and the house which you have procured for me.
Yes. Well, it's in a suburb, Purfleet, and is called Carfax. It contains in all some 20 acres, heavily treed, surrounded by a solid stone wall. There are very few other houses close at hand, one being a large mansion now used as a private lunatic asylum.
And the house? Carfax?
Much as you requested, very large, of medieval times, including an ancient stone keep attached to an old chapel.
Good. I myself am of an old family. To live in a new house would kill me.
I understand, but really, Sir, Carfax is little better than a disused dungeon.
I belong to the past. A past of brave races who fought as a lion fights for lordship. The Huns, whose fury swept the earth till the dying peoples thought the werewolves themselves had come, that in their veins ran the blood of those old witches who, expelled from Scythia, mated with the devils in the desert. Fools! What devil or what witch was ever so great as Attila, whose blood is in these veins? But you will forgive me. I have kept you until morning, and you are tired.
May the 12th. Many days here, and somewhat amused at my first emotions, for the Count is an interesting, if unusual, person. He seems to be away all day, but through the night he has questioned me closely about England, about banking and shipping procedures, and has obtained the names of various solicitors who might assist him in his proposed move. Tonight, for the first time, the Count has not appeared. The yellow moonlight almost dims the lamp by which I write. How strange. A London solicitor by this window which overlooks a 1,000-foot cliff, in this room of ancient beauty, alone. Alone? Yes, for there are no servants here. This must once have been the room of a great and beautiful lady. I almost imagine I hear...
Darling,
Who's there?
our most desirable guest.
Where are you?
Here. Shall I come more closely? Now, do you see me?
Yes.
I want you to see me. It is lonely here,
I cannot imagine you could be lonely.
but I am. You are so young, strong, handsome.
Forgive me. I seem unable to get up.
Perhaps you are sleeping, dreaming.
Yes. Yes, I must be.
Yes, dreaming of love, perhaps.
A dream, a vision from some forgotten age.
One dreams of love and longs for love.
Yes. No, I have a love.
And what is she called, your love?
She... Mina. Mina!
Mina! Shall I come nearer?
Yes.
Has she hair like this, your love?
Yellow like the moonlight.
Would you like to touch?
Yes.
And I lean over you. So, touch it, if you like.
I can't.
Has she eyes like these, your love?
So dark. Almost rubies.
Has she lips like these?
Rich, red.
And her smile, my love.
The whitest teeth. The sharpest.
Would you like me to kiss you?
Yes.
Then I
Yes.
will. I will. Let me show you love you never dreamed. First, my lips to your throat. My sisters.
Beautiful.
Are my sisters impatient?
Go on. Yours is the right to begin.
He is young and strong. There are kisses for us all. Yes, kisses for us. Oh,
How dare you touch him? How dare you when I had forbidden it? Beware how you meddle.
you yourself never loved, you never loved.
Yes, I too can love. When I am done with him, you shall kiss him at your will. Now, go. I must awaken him, for there is work to be done.
Are we to have nothing for tonight?
Yes.
I have awakened in my room a sweet horror in my heart, some grim desire I dare not confess to myself. Why do I remember tales of the vampires who sink their sharp white teeth daintily and drink? A woman in the courtyard.
Monster, give me back my child!
A child! My God!
My child! My child! Give me back my child!
That cry. A wolf. An animal. Why does it sound like Dracula?
Go back to your grave!
What is she saying? The wolves. That cry and the wolves are coming out of the forest. I must get out there. I must help her.
You had a blood! Now give me my baby!
My door locked. My God, he rules the wolves.
Give me my child! My child!
My door is opened again. But though I've tried all the day, there is no escape from this part of the castle. No way but the windows and the cliff. At nightfall, heartsick, I was shaving, using the mirror from my traveling case.
Well, my young friend, Mr. Harker.
I did not see you behind me. I cut myself.
Blood! Blood on your face!
Hey everybody, thanks for joining me tonight. We're going to be running through week 5 of Curse of Strahd. I am DiceDad with DiceDad Games. I'm going to be the Dungeon Master tonight. We run our games over Discord, and we have a pretty cool server. There's a lot of people who've been showing up. So if you're interested in getting into D&D, if you need to learn or you just don't have people to play with, come and check us out. It's facebook.com/DiceDad, and we have links to our Discord on our Facebook page. So check us out on Facebook and come and hang out with us in our Discord. And with that, let me get into the Discord here with everybody. Hey, everybody.
Have a new druid with us, so you can get all nature buddy.
Okay. Who's the new druid? Is it Titan?
Yeah,
that's me. Hello.
What race is Titan again? Like your druid, I mean?
Wait, I didn't hear what you said.
Titan, what's your druid's race?
I am a wood elf.
Oh my god. I'm a high elf.
Oh gosh.
We're
all
twins.
right. Hey everybody, how's it going? Are we all ready to play?
Yes.
All right, I'm just getting the Discord hooked up to the Twitch stream, and then we will be ready to go.
All right, let's. Should we introduce our characters now, or wait?
Well, he hasn't started the stream yet, so.
No, the stream is going, but.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, no, it's going. Say hi to the internet, everybody.
Oh, hello.
Hi,
hello, internet.
Hi
to the internet, everybody.
Cool. So I still have a couple things that I need to set up in my actual stream here. So why don't we go ahead and you guys introduce your characters, go down the order in the Discord. So we'll start off with Caladria. Give everybody a brief, or as brief as you feel like being, description of your character.
Sitting on the wagon with the group is a
You're not on the wagon.
Well, I'm sitting. Okay, I'm standing by it. Standing by the wagon is a drow rogue. He wears leather armor and has a hood up. He has white hair and red eyes. You can tell he is a thief. You know him to be one that steals, but he'll never steal from you. And that's it.
All right, cool. So that was Valis. Pazuzu, go ahead and tell us about Kellen Belmont.
I am Kellen Belmont, no relation. I'm a rogue that doesn't stand out a whole lot. Just black hair, tan skin, green eyes, and I'm right there with Valis. I look like I might steal something, but I won't do it for people that I know.
All right, cool. Muddy, go ahead and tell us about Ark. You there, Muddy?
Oh dear.
Got some technical difficulties with Muddy. Muddy, figure out what's going on with your mic. We'll go ahead and move on to Red, and then we'll circle back to you. All right, Red, tell us about your character.
So, my character is Talon. He is a moon druid, level 1 ranger now. So, yeah,
that's about it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Tavis, go ahead and tell us about your character.
Well, I'm Mr. Abbott, 6 foot tall, dragonborn, black scale, spits acid. A fighter. Paid for sellsword. Just goes where the money is. And that's it.
All right, cool. And Titan, go ahead and tell us about your character, and then we'll circle back to Muddy. You there, Titan? You're muted. Okay. There
Sorry, I was muted. He's a wood elf, level 1 druid, and he has white hair. He just likes to do what's best for people and help out where he can.
All right, cool. And Muddy, have you figured out your mic situation?
He's also muted, so he might be talking.
Yeah, you are muted, Muddy.
We should tag him in case he can't even hear us.
Okay, yeah. Muddy says to just tell you guys that he's a bird man with a pet wolf.
Where did he get a wolf?
No, he's a monk.
Well, he said a bird man with a pet wolf. Yeah, do you mean by the wolf that you killed as a pet wolf?
Yeah, I was like, where did you get this? I was so confused.
Or are we multi-classing into ranger?
You can't help. So confused with that one.
Birdman with bow. Oh, okay, I think he was confusing for a different campaign. Gotcha. That makes more sense. Birdman with bow. Yeah, he is our resident bird character. And that is the party. We're currently playing through Curse of Strahd. We're on week 5. Everybody, I'm going to go ahead and post in the Adventure League chat the join link for today's owlbear maps.
Owlbear! Okay.
And just to fill everybody in on what's happened so far, our characters are in the land of Barovia, which is a strange, mist-shrouded location in a valley between 2 mountains that is ruled over by a dark being called Strahd. They haven't learned much about this entity yet, but they have heard his name whispered and in hushed tones, and people seem very afraid. And they've learned that he lives in an enormous castle overlooking a village called Barovia, which they have just set out of. Last session, they successfully procured a cart and an animal to carry it. They got their fortunes read by Madame Eva, who is a renowned fortune teller and leader of a group called the Vistani. They took the cart and they went back to the village of Barovia, and they've picked up a woman named Irina, who they are escorting to the Abbey of St. Markovia in Kresik, at the request of her brother and a priest named Father Donovich, who they are also helping by transporting his son, who has been turned into a vampire spawn, to the same abbey to see if they can heal him. So they have him bound in a coffin, wrapped in chains, loaded up on loaded up in a cart, and Irina sitting up there on top of it. And together the party is setting off from the village. They're on a road going south. Everybody who can look at the map. This is the overworld map. Every 4 squares, essentially, is the chance for an encounter. So every 4 squares the party moves along their path, we are going to roll to see if something crazy happens.
Yeah.
So we are here at the outskirts of the village, and you are all heading southwest along the old Svalich Road. Headed along this road, you're going to follow it until, I believe you guys had said you were going to stop in this town of Valaki up here to kind of rest, and then continue on your journey to reach the city of Kresik, far, far on the opposite side of the valley. But for right now, y'all are just right here. So, we are going to go ahead and start off with the... Or are we just planning on following the road until we reach Valaki? Is that the plan?
Yeah, unless we need to get new... unless we run out of water and we need to search for water.
Right, yeah, keeping track of your supplies and such. Does everyone have
I
their
have
rations marked?
I have, let's see here.
All right, anyone who doesn't have rations already on their character sheet can go ahead and add 7 days worth of rations. And we'll go ahead and say you guys have a barrel of water that's enough for a week. We'll start you off with that. How's that sound?
Okay. How much does a water skin hold?
Water skin is enough water for your whole day.
Okay.
It says half a day, actually.
Half a day? Okay, well, half a day to a full day if you're being conservative.
So I'm gonna first off, before anything else, can I just use Druidcraft to just know how, like, what the weather's gonna be as we travel to plan accordingly?
Yes. As you divine the weather, you smell rain. So you should expect rain. So, as you guys are setting off, is there any preparations you want to make before you actually hit the road? You've determined that there's going to be rain, so are you going to, like, cover up on the wagon? There's actually, as we discussed, it's a small cart, so there's only enough room for Irina to ride and for the coffin to be up there that has Doru inside. So
I speak up and say I would like to take point since I have the best vision.
What did you say?
During the nighttime, I would like to take points and see within, as I can see what's ahead.
Alright. We can't travel all throughout the night, though, because the horse needs to sleep and rest.
And you've kind of been warned that this place is not safe to travel generally at night.
Yeah.
All right. I will take. I'll take lead whenever there is darkness.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have 2 elves, so if worst case scenario, we both trance and we don't sleep.
Well, I'm suited for the darkness.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just saying. Like,
do what, dog?
We're still able.
Somebody in the Twitch stream is saying, "Do it." Do what?
Do it. Oh no.
Ark also has a tarp that he bought a couple sessions ago, apparently. So we can throw that over the wagon if we need to.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Whenever you guys were in the mercantile shop, you did pick up some tarp. That was good thinking. Irina appreciates it as you sort of throw up a rudimentary cover over the top of the hand cart. It's not really a wagon. Oh, yeah. The guy in the Twitch chat is saying that you should just travel at night. He says it'll be fun.
Oh.
Or they say
Oh, yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah, it's...
It sounds like the worst possible idea we could do.
If you don't mind me asking real quick, what is like the time era we're playing in?
It's just like generic fantasy. So
Okay.
it's not. There's no technology. I mean, so it actually kind of varies. If you get close to the major cities, then you start to see things that are more like technological. You could start to see like plumbing and things like that. but the further away from the city you get, the more rudimentary it gets. And in
So
frontier
obviously
towns,
no like
it's just
modern internet and stuff, right?
Right. There's no gunpowder yet either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what time of day is it, and how bright is it?
So in Barovia, even at like the brightest of times, it never gets brighter than like a dull gray. The place seems like eternally like a bummer. And it's always kind of chilly. It always feels cold outside. It always feels wet, even on the days where it's not raining. And yeah, the light never gets super bright.
All right.
It is, though, whenever you guys are leaving, you're setting off in the morning, so it's probably like 8 a.m. shortly, a couple hours after sunrise, as it took you to pack up.
I'd probably go to the inn and buy some food to go.
Sure.
Oh.
All right. So as you go to the inn, let me pull this up. Sorry, didn't have my book open. Shame on me, right?
The mark against you.
All these tabs and not the book.
If that's what you're missing, we're doing. If that's all you're missing, we're doing fine. Just throw it out there.
Okay. The village of Barovia. And the blood of the Vine Tavern. Cool. So as you head back into the tavern, you see the barkeep Eric, a pudgy little man who just sort of has like a dull look in his eye, and sort of a slack jaw with a little bit of drool coming down his mouth. As you walk into the bar, you see that he's standing behind the bar, sort of just like mindlessly washing a cup. He like puts the cup down, and there's just like a line of cups in front of him, and he like spits in one, wipes it out, puts it down, spits in, and he's got like 6, and then he just starts back over at the first. And he doesn't seem to be like paying any attention to what he's doing. But as you open the door to the inn, there's a little bell that jingles, and he kind of like snaps like awake, and he looks up and sort of dully says, "Oh, what can I get for you?"
I enter and I say, I was hoping to get some food for the road, maybe a chunk of cheese and some bread.
He says, he pushes a menu towards you. He says, "There's the food there." And as you look in the menu, there is wolf steak for 25 silver pieces, and he's got a loaf of bread on there for 2 copper. No cheese, though.
I say, are you a gambling man, perchance?
He kind of just like stares at you, and you don't register anything on his face. He doesn't respond to your question. He just kind of like looks at you, waiting for you to tell him what you want to eat.
Would you be willing to make double the money that I would spend normally here?
The money it's one cup apiece for wine. Do you want wine?
I was hoping to play a game of cards. And let's say a bet of, if I win, I don't have to pay for the bread. But if I lose, I pay double.
So you look at the guy's face, and you can tell that there's not, like, he's not all here. Like, there's sort of like a distance to his eyes, and they're kind of like staring different directions. And you'd guess that maybe he's a little simple. He's probably not. He probably doesn't know how to play card games, if that makes sense.
I placed down. How many copper was it for bread?
2 copper for a loaf of bread.
I placed down 3 copper for a loaf of bread.
He takes it, and he reaches underneath the counter, and he pulls out a loaf of bread. and it's wrapped up in some like muslin cloth or whatever, and he puts it on the counter. He says, "There you go."
I take it and thank him.
Sure. Give me a perception check as you thank him and are getting ready to leave.
Sure. Perception check. Where is... I got 21.
21. Okay. As you do the exchange of money, and he totally misses that you overpaid him. He doesn't give you any change back. He just like gives you the loaf. You see that like there is like a deadness in his eyes, but also as you like stare deep into his eyes, like into the blacks of the centers of his eyes, you see almost like a spark of magic of some kind. There's something going on, but it's way beneath the surface. And even with a 21, it's just something you can barely perceive.
Arcana check.
Sure. Go ahead and make an Arcana check. That's fine.
Hello.
Hey. So what'd you get for your Arcana check?
Critical fail.
Critical fail? Okay, well, then it's nothing. It was just the light of the fire. It was the flicker of the fire reflecting off of his eyes.
I get up and leave.
Cool. You see that the rest of the party's waiting for you outside. You come out with your big old loaf of bread.
I join them as I break off a piece to eat.
Okay.
Dallas, you should have said you were stopping.
That was only for a minute.
Get anything besides the bread?
They only really sold bread, and I didn't feel like to pay for meat.
Good enough.
All right, so you've got some food. You get back to the cart, and you guys are back on the road. Are you ready to head out of the village, or does anyone else have anything they need to do before they go?
Well, I'm ready to go.
All right.
I'm gonna assume I'm still
ready.
I was at the church while he was doing this, because I was doing the thing with Marina.
Everything with that already got taken care of before.
All right.
Like that all was wrapped up last session. You guys are on the cart. Irina's with you. Doru's in the box. You're ready to leave the town.
All right.
All right.
So I was gonna say I need a ranged weapon, but I don't think I have enough gold to buy any like daggers or anything.
Buy one off of me.
There you go.
Yeah.
You need the ranged weapon?
Yeah, I have a -1 to strength.
Here, take my. I have a short bow. Take it.
Oh, okay. I'll give you. Well, actually, I shouldn't give you my spear. I wouldn't have. Actually, no, it's fine. I'll give you my spear.
I can't use. I'm not good with the spear. Just keep it.
Oh, okay. Right. So I'll add a short bow.
And I give him my
Also, Ark informs all of you via a written message that he's taking his quarterly vow of silence for the day, as his monk's tradition of his order. And so on this day,
That's right.
Oh, okay, no, he's back. Never mind. Are you taking a vow of silence, Money, or do you break it?
I can do that, but I finally found a headset that'll work. So
okay, cool.
I can
Never
just
mind.
go ahead and talk now.
That was funny, but that's fine.
Birdman decided vow does not happen today.
Okay, cool. It's a different day. He mixed up the days. He realizes it. He lets you all know.
That was great.
That was
though.
next Thursday. All right. So, as you all head out, you load up the stuff that needs to be on the cart onto the cart, and you head southwest. And we'll roll for your first encounter shortly after you cross the bridge at the River Ivlis, where you met that that hunter guy the other day. You're right about there. We'll roll to see if there's an encounter.
Al's character is saying, "Don't forget to read. The crows told you to go to an inn to seek out a friend."
You don't know about that. I never told anyone.
Oh, I said Al's character.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear you.
All right.
Character.
So at about 2 or 3 in the afternoon, it's kind of hard to tell again if you're just judging by the sun. You come out of the forest into a small clearing next to a stream. At that point, a thing is going to happen.
Ooh, a thing.
One thing.
All right. My passive perception is 13.
As you are all continuing, you see a ways off of the path, in between the path and the stream, that there is a corpse that is like clearly seen down near by the bank.
I speak up and say, "I'll scout ahead."
All right, cool. So you stop and
the monk says that sounds like a great idea.
All right, cool. And all of you go and you see the pieces of a corpse that has been kind of like strewn around down here by the bank. You don't know who this person is, but it is a Barovian man. Indescript Barovian man, but he's been torn to pieces, probably by dire wolves, judging by like the fury or like how horrible the damage is.
I look to Red and say, "Can you tell how long he's been dead for?"
Me, or Titan?
You.
Me? Okay. Give me a sec. I have a quick question. Would I be able to tell better? Because beasts are my favorite enemy. Would I have advantage on this check or no?
Sure.
Beasts are my favorite.
That's fine.
All right. So would that be a nature or investigation check?
I'll leave that up to you. You can choose either
I'm gonna
one.
say nature because I have better in that.
Okay, go ahead. Give
23 or 13. So I got 23.
All right, so this is definitely the scene of a direwolf attack. You would guess by the color of the meat and the lack of a smell that it's probably pretty recent.
Okay. Well, we can't do anything about this now. So, do you guys want to just move forward?
Yeah,
I want to see if he has anything in his pockets.
It's a dead guy.
So go ahead and give me a perception check to find the pockets, because like I said, he's been torn to pieces. So you're gonna have to like find the chunk of the corpse that has pockets.
Can I assist him?
Sure. Yeah, you can do it with advantage because you're getting help looking.
Okay,
Can I do a perception check just to watch out while they're doing the corpse looting, I guess?
Sure, yeah, just keeping an eye out.
That's on my first roll since I'm being assisted, I think.
Yeah, you're being assisted.
Critical, so 23.
Okay, so you fly overhead and keep a good eye out. You actually spot the dire wolf. It is about a quarter mile away on the opposite side of the river, like sitting on the bank, like finishing up the piece of its meal that it took with it.
Okay, 12.
I want to draw my. As soon as they're done, I want to draw an arrow.
Okay.
Take a shot.
All right. What did you get, Caladria? What'd you get?
I got 12 and a 7.
Okay. You find the guy's pocket. A chunk of his pants is sitting in some bushes off to the side of the banks. And you go through his pockets and you find 3 silver pieces and a rabbit's foot that is covered in blood. It wasn't so lucky.
I hold up the 3 silver pieces, and I offer half to the person who was helping me.
Oh, thank you, Valis.
So
Is that
that's
2?
1 silver, 5 copper.
All right, cool.
Wait, how much copper? I'm sorry.
5 copper.
5. Okay. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, that rabbit's foot did not bring that guy luck. He was probably really hoping it would. But you hear you hear Ark call from up high that there is a dire wolf across the river and a ways down the banks. And you said that you're gonna draw your bow and fire at it?
That would be correct.
All right.
Can I get advantage?
We are going to roll initiative, and it does not see you yet, or we're gonna check to see if it sees you.
Got a 8 on initiative.
All right, and its initiative
Yeah, 14.
is a 6.
Jesus Christ, 5. A bloody 5.
All right, so I'm going to go down the line for everyone who's going to get involved in this, and I'll ask you for your initiatives individually. Caladria, are you going to get involved?
Yeah, I rolled a 6. I almost got 19. Just almost.
You rolled a 6?
Yeah.
Okay. Kellen, are you going to be involved?
Yep, I'm in. I rolled got a 9 on the dice plus 12.
So 12. All right. Muddy, you're obviously going to be involved. What was yours?
Mine was an 8.
All right. Red, what's yours?
I have 14.
14. Tavis.
A good old 5.
And Titan, what did you get for initiative?
I got a 9.
All right. And
Watch the wolf roll an 18.
No, he didn't get that high. He already rolled. So first up is going to be Red, but because Ark is starting this off, we're going to start off like basically in surprise rounds. There isn't surprise rounds in 5th edition, but this is a surprise round. All right, so as you are flying over and you draw your bow to take your shot, you feel like a gust of wind coming from behind you that kind of like lifts you up, and you realize that you're like up, or that it's downwind from you. And as it like raises its nose to sniff, it like looks up. It not like up directly, like it's starting to like look around, like it's watching for an attack. Like it's looking for something weird. But it doesn't actually see you. It smelled you, but it didn't see you. So you can make your attack with advantage.
All right, rolling. Nat 20 for the first one.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's got 25 to hit, but it was nat 20.
All right, so that's a crit. You'll go ahead and double your damage. Normally you double damage dice,
damage.
but we're just going to just double damage because it seems more satisfying than doubling your dice.
Okay.
12 damage.
12 damage.
All right. Cool. So you fire your arrow, it flies down, and it hits its target cleanly. You hear the dire wolf give out a yelp of pain, and it's like suddenly backing away from the bank, like scanning the skies where it was hit from. Do you have more than one attack, or was that it?
No, I only have one
per
per
round.
round.
Because I don't think you get extra attack yet. Okay. So now we'll go into the actual initiative order. Red, you are first up. So he's pointed the creature out to you. We're gonna go mind's eye theater for this one, because the distances are wonky. But basically, you guys are on the banks of this river. If you look on the owlbear site, it's right where you guys' token is. It is across the stream and just like a little north.
Okay, so
probably like 100 yards away, like a football field.
Well, at this point, I don't think I can stop them from killing the wolf, so I'm going to just cast Ice Knife, which is a +6 to hit. Does a 20 hit?
You're shooting the ice knife at the wolf across the river?
Yeah.
What is the distance on ice knife? Like,
60.
What's the range? 60. So like I said, this guy is 100 yards away.
Oh, it's 100? Okay.
Yeah, 100 yards, which is 300 feet. He's like a football field away. So you're going to need like a long range spell, or you're going to need to find a way to get across the river if you want to attack this thing.
The only thing that I could do... No, because the short bow is not even long enough. Okay, so I have a 30-foot movement. So if I take my 30-foot movement, it's 300 feet away, you said?
Yes.
I can't do anything. I'm too far away. Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll probably
just do the hold action.
You're just going to hold your action?
Yeah.
What's your trigger going to be for your held action?
If it comes closer, then I'll shoot it, the short bow.
Okay, cool.
I'm also going to move the 30 feet closer.
All right, cool. You can, so like actually across the river is like 50 feet. So if you can travel along the river upstream and just like get yourself directly across from it. It would take you like, if you take a double movement, you can move in 60 per turn. So you could get pretty close to the thing in probably like 3 turns of sprinting. Close enough to cast your spell, like to where it's just right across the river from you. Just as an option. You can also just like stay where you are if you want. But
I mean, so like, can I tell how deep is the river?
Give me a nature check.
$11.
This river looks pretty deep, and the current looks like it's pretty strong.
Okay. I'm trying to think, will this work? Can I use shape water to freeze the water in front of me?
Does shape water freeze the water?
Yes, it freezes it. Yeah, I can freeze it. Provided there's no creature inside of it, I can freeze it.
Sure.
And if I don't dispel it, it takes an hour to unfreeze.
Okay, and how much can you do per cast?
It says a 30 feet and a 5 feet cube. So I can basically make like a cube of like water.
A 30-foot cube centered on yourself?
Well, yeah. No, I can manipulate up to 5 foot worth of a cube of water. So I could, if I wanted to, I could try and like make stepping stones or something in the water to try and jump.
Okay.
From one to the other.
Sure. However you want. I was just asking like how much of it you can get in one cast, like how much ice you can make.
Yeah. So I can make it on the river for up to 30 feet. I'm gonna make like stepping stones, kind of.
Uh-huh.
And like try and jump over there.
Okay, so you cast your spell. You make 30 feet of stepping stones, which gets you a little further than halfway across the river. You're going to, but this is difficult terrain because it's ice, and it's ice in water. So I'm gonna need.
I think that's acrobatics, right?
Yeah, it'll be because you're jumping from thing to thing. So yeah, we'll do acrobatics check.
18.
All right, that's okay. Cool. So you manage to cast and bring up your stepping ice cubes and jump across to the point where you're about 30 feet across the river. That is all you're gonna be able to do on your turn, though.
Yeah.
So we will go to Kellen Belmont. It is your turn.
Okay, so how far? I know we're on the. You said we're on the bank. So, but is there foliage somewhere close by? Like I can duck down, get into.
So
something?
there's like reeds and like bushes and things all throughout the. There's plenty of places to hide along the banks.
Okay, I would like to drop into. I'd like to get as close as I can to the bank.
Okay.
And like in those reeds and everything, and then drop into stealth, and if I can.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead and give me your stealth check. Unless you have the thing that lets you move at full speed during stealth, though, just remember you have to move slowly when you're stealthed.
Right, it's half speed, I think, or something.
Yeah, it's half speed.
Okay. What do I need to roll stealth?
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a trained thief. It's a 7.
Okay. Well, you are down in the mud. You think you're pretty stealthed. Cool. So are you just gonna do that and then move as far as you can towards the thing? Towards the direwolf?
I'm trying to. I have 200 feet on this. I have 600 feet on this longbow. I'm trying to. It still probably won't get there. Well, I have 600 feet at disadvantage.
Okay. What's the regular range?
100, 150.
Okay. Yeah.
Probably won't get there.
Well, I mean, you can make it a disadvantage.
Can I get there at disadvantage with 600?
Yeah. Like I said, it's 300 feet away.
Oh, I somehow did that math. All kinds of messed up. Okay.
Yeah, it's a football field, 100 yards, 300 feet.
Okay. I blew the stealth roll. Maybe I tried the attack roll because. Okay.
Go for it.
And yeah, so disadvantage on. Okay.
He also failed his roll to see you popping out of the bushes, so you can make your attack with advantage.
With advantage?
Yep.
Okay. And that's 10.
So advantage is yeah. Okay. So they cancel each other out. You roll a 10, which unfortunately is not high enough. So your arrow flies and it just falls short and plunks into the water.
I would love to have gotten that.
That would have been a nice shot to make. All right. Next in the initiative order is Titan. Titan, what would your character like to do? Yeah.
I would like to use Conjure Spirit Wolf.
You're gonna conjure a spirit wolf?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And can you make that like appear just like where you can see, or is it like does it pop up next to you?
Let's see. Sight.
Sight. Okay, cool. So do you want to pop it up on the other side of the river?
No. Can I just choose to pop it up next to me, please?
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Sure.
It's 30 feet. It's 30 feet of range.
Oh, okay, 30 feet. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's within his sight anywhere within 30 feet.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I've used
you bring
that
up
spell
your
before.
yeah. So Titan, you bring up your spirit wolf. Is sitting next to you. Does it act? Does it have its own stuff, or is it just like it does a thing on your turn? Like, does it have its own initiative?
Let's see. I cannot see. I don't know where to see that. See range.
What's the actual spell?
It's called Conjure Spirit Wolf.
Conjure Spirit Wolf. All right.
The wolf has its own turns, and it rolls its own initiative.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and roll the initiative. Or I'll roll the initiative for your wolf. You probably don't have a wolf sheet sitting in front of you. All right, so your wolf is going to come in at 12.
Okay. For the time being, I'm just going to keep it next to me.
Cool. All right, and that'll be 12 in the next round when it acts, since we're already past that here. So you've cast your spell. Do you want to take a movement?
Is there anyone that's still near me, or have they all moved away?
Pretty much the whole party is moving towards the banks and up the river.
Okay, I'm just gonna stay near the cart thing.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Because Irina is still there, and Doru is in the coffin still there. So you're just gonna like chill back with them.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Wait, who's Irina? I don't see any character.
Oh, Irina is an NPC that you have with you. She is the sister of the new mayor of the village you just left. And basically, he's asked you to take her to an abbey. He asked you to take her to Krezik. To Valaki. The preacher has asked you to take his son to an abbey, which is in a city that's even further than Valaki. And he says that Irina would be safer in this abbey than she would be in Valaki. So basically, you guys are escorting these two NPCs, one of who is a vampire that's locked in a coffin, to this abbey so that you can get him healed and so that she'll be safe from the vampire. Because this Strahd has been, like, coming after her. Like, he's been showing up at her house, and he's tried to take her a couple times.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So, yeah. So
right,
the brother wants her out of the
them.
city. Cool. So you stay with them. Then we will go... Next is Ark.
I sent you the stat block for a wolf, by the way.
I'm going to land on the far bank of the river, as close to the druid's ice island he made or whatever.
Okay.
But on the bank.
Sure.
And I'm going to be bait. And I'm going to take a shot with the bow.
Sure.
Let me roll. And I got a 22.
That hits.
7 damage.
Cool.
And I would like to spend 1 key point to do my patient defense.
Okay.
And I want to try to, kind of squawk and whatnot, make noise towards the wolf to draw him my way.
Okay. Give me an animal handling check.
Okay. I got a 16 on the animal handling.
Okay. Cool. So you shoot the arrow. It hits the dire wolf. Again, it lets out a yelp of pain, and it starts to retreat into the woods. But you start to, like, scream at it and, like, catch its attention, and it turns back, and it sort of, like, starts to bare its teeth and growl. And now it is approaching the party. Well, it's approaching you. Menacingly. Valis, what is your dex? You and the wolf got the same initiative.
17.
17, okay. And the dire wolf is not that high.
Wolves have a +2 to their dex.
Okay, yeah. So the dire wolf was not that high, so you get to act first. Valis, what would you like to do?
How far away is he from me?
Since you were with everybody by the cart whenever all this started, he's the full 300 feet away from you.
Okay,
like 50 feet across, and then like 300, like 50 feet across the river, then like 250 feet upstream, basically. Or downstream in this case.
I used my bonus action to dash 60 feet. And I move that either up or downstream, whichever gets me closer to him.
Okay, cool. Sure. So you sprint 60 feet along the banks. You are now... So like I said, it would take everybody 3 turns to get there if you were sprinting. So 2 more turns till you're within, like, spell casting distance. If you have a bow or something, you probably have further range than that.
Could they jump onto the thing that I made, or no?
Yeah, they can. That's totally an option if they want to use your stepping stones.
Yeah.
I have a bow that's like, it's 80/320. I don't understand.
Okay, so if the target is within 80 feet, you get to make your attack normally. If the target is within 320 feet, but further than 80 feet, you can still attack it, but you have to make it at disadvantage because it's long range. So technically, you could fire at the... well, actually, if you don't take a double movement, you could fire at it. Do rogues get that cunning action thing where they can take the dash action or the disengage? Is it dash?
Yeah,
is it dash,
they do.
disengage, and hide
It's
as a bonus
action? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I took a bonus action first.
So you're doing the dash. Okay, the cunning action thing. Cool. So you do the 60 and you can still fire. So if you want, you can shoot an arrow at disadvantage.
Okay. Going to fire a bow at disadvantage.
Cool. Go for it.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait. For a second, I thought that was a 1.
So what is it? If it's not a 1.
It was a 7.
12.
It was a 7, 12 and 18.
12 and 18. So the 12 does not hit, unfortunately.
All right.
All right, so yeah, just like the previous arrow, it just plunks in the water a bit short. And now the direwolf gets to go. All right. And it gets to move. All right. So, like I said, it would take you guys about 3 turns to close the distance between you guys and it. But this thing, as it's like dashing towards Ark, is covering way more land than you guys are able to. And it takes a double movement and gets 100 feet. So it's crossed it's crossed about almost half of the distance it takes to get there. It will basically get to you guys next turn. It'll get to Ark next turn. But it can't get to you guys yet. So its whole turn is spent running along the riverbank. And then we're at Tavis at the bottom of the initiative order.
Oh, imagine that. I guess I'm gonna head towards the bank. That's about all I can do.
All right, cool. So you're just gonna do like Valis did and just kind of head towards the thing, but along the river.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So are you gonna take a double movement? Do you have a ranged weapon?
Negative.
Okay, cool. So,
I'm not moving.
Red has stepping stones of ice that cover about half the distance to cross the river, and presumably he's like next turn gonna cast it again.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can take that and try to get across that way.
Yeah, it works. That's acrobatics, you said?
Yep. Because you're jumping across icy stones.
21!
All right. So you, with the cat-like grace that you...
Of a lizard man.
of a lizard man, you leap across the couple stepping stones until you are 1 stone behind Red. Well, 1 ice block behind Red. And with that, we're back up to the top, and it's Red's turn.
Alright, so I can either make the choice, because it's now, is it within 80 feet now? Because it dashed?
Of
where I'm standing right now?
not within 80 feet, but it's within 150 feet. If you got across the river and moved a little further upstream, you could hold an action to hit it when it gets close.
Alright. So then I'll just shape water and make some more steps and then just hold my act.
Well, actually,
no.
yeah,
I can't do that because shape water is an action.
Is your action.
So I could only hold a bonus action.
So do you want to
shape
finish
water
the
is
bridge?
in fact an action.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip, but it's an action.
Yeah. So do you want to finish the bridge and then get across?
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do.
All right, cool. So you cast your spell, you bring up the last few stepping stones to cover the gap, and go ahead and give me your acrobatics check to jump across.
23.
Cool, yeah. So you make it the rest of the way across the river without any issues. And then it is it's Kellen Belmont's turn, and then the pet wolf is going to get to go.
Okay, so you said he's within 150. So me being on the bank, he's in that range. He's still a little far away.
He's still a little far away.
Can I get any closer without giving up my stealth? Probably not.
I mean, but is it going to be so bad having to break stealth right now with your 7?
Okay, that's a good point. Yes.
I think he's hiding very well in the mud.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm a trained rogue. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and break stealth and try to get to where I can kind of gauge at 150.
Yeah, cool. So you taking your full movement, and it gets you within range, within your 150 range, or your 120.
And all right, and I'm gonna take a shot.
Sure.
With the longbow.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
That's an 8.
8 before your bonuses, or after?
No, 8 after my bonus.
No, yeah, you missed. This one gets all the way across the river, but it overshoots this time, and it disappears in the trees. Next is the pet wolf. Titan, what would you like to direct your pet wolf to do?
He put a thing up that said he'll be back, and then he said I'll be right back. Then said all right.
All right, I'm sorry, I'm back.
Okay, cool.
How far away is the little ice island thing?
It's just a little distance to the bank. Your wolf's speed is high enough that it could make it all the way across if it took a double movement.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And could it make it to Talon, or how do you pronounce that name?
Yeah, it's Talon.
All
You
right,
could call me Red if it's easier.
Or Red. Can it make it to Red, or is he too far away?
No, I'm right at the other side.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna send my wolf to Red.
All right.
It can't
Okay.
because I'm in the way.
So it's going to need to make an acrobatics check, and I need you to. So actually, I need you to make 2 acrobatics checks, or you can make 1 with disadvantage. I'll let you pick.
Okay, I will just do 1 with disadvantage.
All right, cool.
Do I use my modifier? Because I don't know how to roll for my.
No, you'll use the wolf's modifier, which is just going to be a +2.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just roll 2 d20s and then add 2 to it, both of those numbers.
We both have the same acrobatics modifier, so I'll just do mine.
Okay.
With disadvantage, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, I got a 6.
So the wolf, full speed, goes bounding down towards the bank, takes a huge leap, a very cool leap, and lands on one of the ice things and just skids off and splashes into the water.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
I need the wolf to make a... I guess, is it athletics check for swimming in 5e?
Yes. Yeah, it's athletics.
I need the wolf to make an athletics check now because the current is so strong, and he has a +1 to this.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I got a 14, but with +1, it's 15.
Okay, so as the current catches your spirit wolf, it manages to right itself, and it swims back, like it swims against the current and manages to pull itself up onto one of the ice blocks. But that's the furthest it gets in its turn.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and now it's your turn. So Titan, what would you like to do?
I am just going to stay near the people, near the cart.
All right, cool. It's always good to have someone defending the NPCs in case something weird were to happen. So, sure. All right, so you do that, and now it is Ark's turn.
As the wolf falls in the water, I'm going to look at the wolf on attacking and cry out, "Wolves have bad luck around me," and release another arrow.
All right, go ahead and roll the hit.
Oh God! Yeah, I got a 12.
A 12 does not hit. So yeah, you fire this arrow. It narrowly misses, whizzes right past the wolf's head. It does not flinch, and is just continuing bounding towards you.
If birds could blush, he would be.
Do you want to take a movement, or is it just going to be firing the arrow?
No, I'm just going to fire the arrow and stay there for it to keep coming at me. I'm trying to draw it to the squad.
All right, Valis, your turn.
How far away is he now?
From where you are, it's like 120 feet away.
Okay. I dash again to move closer to him.
Sure. Yeah, you sprint further up the riverbanks, and it's within about 80 feet now. It's within the range of your regular attacks for your ranged weapon.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. I want to burn one more key point too to do the patient defense again.
Okay, cool. All right, so Valis, are you gonna fire at the guy or at the wolf?
Yeah, I fired at the wolf a unnatural 20.
Dirty 20. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
So that's how you shoot a bow. Got it.
9 damage.
9 damage. Nice. So as this arrow impacts the wolf from the side, it realizes that it's being hit from multiple directions now. And it is the wolf's turn.
At this point, the wolf really should just flee.
He stops his charge. He puts his paws deep and leaves some huge ruts in, and then he turns and he howls. A second later, from further in the woods, you hear a howl respond, and then he breaks towards the trees.
I say, let him go. It's a fool's errand to chase after him.
He's in the trees before the end of his turn anyways, so yeah, you all see the wolf run into the trees.
I was holding my axe. Oh wait, no, I wasn't.
Yeah, you didn't get to because of the thing. You had to cast
Yeah,
your
you're
spell.
right.
All right, anyone with dark vision who has a ranged weapon can make one last shot at it as it goes off into the trees. If you make a perception check, I need you to beat a 16 on a perception check to make the attack.
Give me a sec. I just need to double check something.
I am blind in the nights.
Yeah, same here.
Same here.
All right, so yeah, it is. Unless Red has something here, it is.
I mean, I have beasts are my favorite enemy, so I don't know.
But that doesn't necessarily.
No, I'm checking if it does anything other than like make it. No, okay. I was just checking.
Yeah. So this thing
I got
gets
an
away.
18.
To see it. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, you see it as it's going away. If you have a ranged attack that you can make it.
Alright.
Yeah, you got a short bow. That's right.
Yeah, but I mean, I also have the ice knife thing, so either one of those could work. I'm just trying to think what does more damage. Actions, which would be. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, so ice knife does more.
What's the range on ice knife though?
It's 6. You need to be able... Is it? Am I 60 now or no?
It is no. It turned and ran a full.
It's 80.
It is 100 feet ish away. Anything that you need to use needs to have a range of.
Well, I got a
24
to hit with the thing because they're both the same. It's +6.
With the bow.
With the short bow or ice knife, so I got 24 to hit. So I'm going to go with the short bow.
All right, that's fine. Go ahead and roll damage on the short bow.
Fun. I got 1, so I have a 5.
All right, still not enough to bring it down.
Well, rip.
You fire one last arrow, and you hear one last as you see it hit its mark, and then the thing is gone into the trees, and you can't see it anymore. What are you all gonna do? A sudden stillness sort of settles over.
The Birdman's going airborne, and he's going to.
Well, I'm going to go check where I saw it dash into that. Because I
would grab Red by this shirt and say, it would be a fool's errand.
I mean, I can still track it, and it's kind of terrible to leave it in that condition, don't you think?
It's
I'm
going
on board. I'm going to go in the air and do a perception.
I honestly would like if I
right.
think roll. Could you roll? Can I ask him to roll me a persuasion? Because I definitely.
Can I do that perception?
Can I ask him to roll? Try and persuade me because my character
sure.
definitely.
I say. Okay, I say. It's going to get late, and we've already agreed to deliver the girl to this town. I roll perception.
21 perception.
I didn't ask for I said roll for persuasion.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine, but I'm just seeing if you can persuade me.
Pay attention.
Ark, even with that, you've lost track of it.
Okay. I want to relay that to them from above.
Well, I have advantage on tracking it. That's why I'm saying.
19.
Yeah, I'm airborne and did 21 perception.
What would I roll against that? Would that be like...
if you're tracking something, that's a survival check.
Well, no, I'm going to do that regardless, so I'm going to just do that now. I have... But, I mean, like, yeah, I'm going to do that while he's trying to persuade me. I got a 22.
You find the path that it's leaving in the woods. It's not disguising its path. So you see there's just like a trail of like broken brush and limbs and blood on trees. It's a very easy trail to follow, but you would also know that this thing is moving absurdly fast. So it is like you moving at full speed and it moving at full speed, it is still going to be putting distance between the two of you.
That's actually not true, because I could turn into something faster.
You by yourself could. Would you like to leave?
I mean, if I go with the... I just would feel bad leaving it in that condition. Just like, because I'm both... Just because, like, the way the character is, I feel like we would just want to stop it from being, like... Because we shot arrows into it, and that's gonna get infected and stuff. I don't know. If you guys don't want to do it, it's fine. But, like, I'm gonna complain, and my character's gonna complain the entire time while we're doing this.
I don't care what we do either
Yeah.
way on that, but going out there in the woods with multiples howling, it's gonna be rough because we've had issues with them. Out of character here for a second.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Roll. My character rolled persuasion 19.
Yeah,
and he said,
so. Well, I mean, I'm asking, what do I save against that? Is that charisma?
Do what your character would do. And I would do what my character would do.
Persuasion.
I agree with Valis and Ark. It's not a good idea to go at night into the woods. We've already had enough.
All right, I agree with you. I got like a 6 on my save. I'm like, okay, but like if we see any like trails like this, we'll check on the way.
Next time, but let's.
Yeah.
Remember, we have 2 people we're watching.
Oh, Red, switch me bows.
Did you say?
Did you say Red switch bows?
Yeah.
Or is it just because of the dark and the forest?
Okay.
You lost track of it through the trees. Like the trees are so thick that it gives darkness inside.
I'm just talking about like kind of the time frame. Is it dark outside?
Oh, what time is it outside? It is like late afternoon. You've got a couple hours of travel left before you have to set up camp.
Okay. I'm going to fly back to the wagon with our companions.
All right, cool. So you've all rejoined each other at the wagon. Are you ready to set back out?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, cool.
I break off a piece of bread and enjoy it, and I break off another piece of bread and offer it to Belmont.
Oh, thank you.
All right,
Sorry.
Tayden.
I couldn't help.
I was going to ask Tayden something really quickly. Tayden, do you want to help me try and find herbs just for medicine? Like, with a nature check with me? Or is that nature or survival? I don't remember what we did last time.
Survival check is the actual practice of foraging. Nature is like identifying things.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Alright. So I would roll that with advantage, right?
Yeah.
I got 23. Did I find anything to help me? Like herbs or like things that we could eat? Anything?
You find a couple bushes with berries on them that you determine. Well, you find bushes with berries on them. Whether or not they're safe to eat is what the nature check is. So you can make a nature check.
And I got 13 for my survival check.
Okay, so when you assist, you don't both make checks. Just the person you're assisting gets to make their check at advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just like, he's a druid. Oh wait, this is weird. Why is this doing that?
So just make you just need to beat a DC 5 nature check to identify these berries.
I got a 21.
Yes, you see these are they're boysenberries. They're safe to eat.
Aye.
And you gather up enough that you could eat you and the party could probably eat them for like a day or 2.
Aye.
You wouldn't feel full, but you could survive on them. And so you guys are just sort of passively doing that as the cart travels, just keeping an eye out and like picking things as you see them, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So around nighttime, you reach. It's not quite nighttime. It's about an hour before actual dark, but you reach the crossroads at the River Ivlis, the one where you had that wolf fight before. Yeah, you've re-reached that. You see that the old wooden gallows is still there. To the east, there's a sign that points to Barovia Village to the east, to the Tsar Pool to the northwest, and then to Ravenloft/Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees. That's the way that you guys took to the Vistani camp. While the southwest fork clings to an upward slope.
In which direction do we have to go? I don't remember.
Valaki.
You're going to
Valaki.
Yeah. So
Is that the one with all the we're taking her to the more glorified version, though, right? So we're
Yes.
stopping there and then going.
You're stopping there
Yeah,
because it's
they're
on
both
the way.
going.
All right. So then I guess we just need to follow the path.
Cool. So, you're gonna continue traveling. All right.
Valas.
Yes.
So you take the high road. It slopes upward, and by nightfall, you are about a quarter mile away from the road re-entering the trees. So you're in like a hilly area, and to the north you see the forest.
All right, we shouldn't go into the forest if it's about to get dark, right?
I say we make camp.
I say, okay, I'll take first watch.
All right, so me and so who here has dark vision?
I have superior dark vision.
I have dark vision.
All right, so me and you only need 4 hours to get a long rest.
Yeah.
So he has dark vision too. So how many hours? So do we want to separate, like everyone does it for 2 hours? That way we still all get our, so we at least, so he goes first and then we do 2 hours each. And then we go at sunrise. Is that what everyone wants to do?
I have no
What do you
dark
guys think?
vision.
Yeah,
If you
that's
only
why
need
I was
4
saying we
hours
go at
each,
sunrise.
If there's 2 people, 4
Wait,
hours
no,
each is all you need for rest, then that'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
actually no, it would be, I would take like 2.5 and Tatum would take the other 2.5 of so you take 2 hours, then Tatum takes 2.5 hours, and then I take 2.5 hours. That would make, is that 8 hours? Yeah, that's 8 hours. So you guys all get your long rest and we'll still be able to have our rest.
I say I can see perfectly fine up to 120 yards and
How far off the path are you guys planning on making your camp, or are you camping like on the road?
I think that we need. I wouldn't want to clamp onto the road because that's where all the wolves would appear. I would rather us be on like either the top of a hill where we have like advantage on anything that's trying to attack us. Since you said it was a hilly area, right? Yeah. I'd rather if we're going to camp, I'd rather we camp on top of a hill.
Okay.
That's
Quick
fine with
question.
everyone else.
What
Yeah?
happened to my wolf?
After a while, it just goes away. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since it's a summoned thing, once the spell ends, it just sort of disappears.
Yeah.
Well, in the description, it says the spell only ends whenever I say it ends or it is like countered.
Okay, so do you want to say that you still have it up? That's totally fine.
Yeah, can I just say that it's walking next to us?
Cool. Yeah.
So I think did it take any damage during the encounter when it fell into the river?
No, it didn't take any
No.
damage.
Okay, so then it still has its max HP. Then I'm trying to like micromanage a lot of stuff for him to help him out.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Dallas.
Yes.
Do you have any? How many arrows do you have left?
About 16 arrows, I say.
Okay, I was gonna say if you need some, I've got a couple extra.
Thank you. I sit down by the fire. Wait, do we need to roll anything to set up camp?
No, you don't have to roll to set up camp.
I'm going to make sure Arena's doing fine, and then I'm going to make a small campfire with Druidcraft.
Okay, cool. So you all set up your camp, and you take to your watches.
I'm going to also do Druidcraft just to know what the weather is going to be like going into the next day. I know it's going to rain at one point, but I don't know when.
It is going to rain all day.
That's fine. I have shape water. I'm going to just not make myself get wet the entire time.
Let's break up those cards. I feel like playing.
Sure. I take out my playing cards and I deal him a hand.
I'll just like tell you then. I'll just hang out with you. We'll talk about druid things and druidic. Is that fine with you?
Sounds good.
Alright.
All right. Cool. So just for me one more time, who is going to be on first watch and who's going to be on second watch? You guys divided into 2 watches, right?
Watch.
Okay.
Alright. I'll go second, and then I guess Titan's gonna go last. So I'll be. Is that fine with everyone?
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, everyone should get their rest.
All right. So.
Oh, I can change my spell.
I'll ask him by keeping the fire going. But he stands watch still.
All right, Valis. As you are at the campfire, it's nearing the end of your watch. And suddenly you hear a noise coming from the road. It sounds like cartwheels rolling across like the broken cobblestone of the road.
I kick Red and Tavis. Red awake.
I'm not sleeping. You didn't need to kick me. I'm literally. I'm fully I'm just semi-conscious.
Well, he does it anyway. I say.
Ow.
I say I hear something coming.
So why did you kick me instead of like investigating first?
Well, if I go missing, you can
If
alert
you go
me.
If you go missing, 2 of us are semi-conscious right now.
He's doing the smart thing.
I know, but like my character, I'm in character. I'm going to be like doing that. I know that this is the smart thing to do.
I say, stay here. If I do not return in 10 minutes, wake the group.
I mean, okay.
I move at speed into the shadows, and I roll a stealth check.
All right, go ahead and roll your stealth check. You can make it with advantage because it's dark.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna just stand up on the hill and see if I can see anything.
All right, so as you, Red, climb up onto the hill...
I got a 24 perception.
What was your stealth check for Valis?
The high is 19.
Okay. So Valis creeps, sort of like keeping like hills and brush between himself and the road until he gets to like a closer vantage point. And as he pokes out, you see, you trace the sound to a hunched figure bundled in rags, pushing a rickety wooden cart through the fog, all alone on the road. You see this as well from on top of where you are, Red.
Right. Can I do an Arcana check?
On what? What are you trying to
on
determine?
The old rickety person?
So you're pretty far away, and it's foggy and dark. So if you want to get close, if you want to get specifics, you're going to need to go closer.
Okay, I just want to see if I can sense any like magic coming from the person.
Well, without detect
I don't
magic,
need to be like, yeah, just like, are they like? Do they feel like they're magical at all? Just like a sense of magic. Like I don't want to know like specifics what they are. I just want
for you to tell.
All right, so can I just get closer? I'm gonna just walk. Should I roll stealth? Because
would you like to? You don't see Valis. Well, when you're on top of the hill, you do see Valis like hiding and peeking over one of the hills.
Yeah, I'll just like half movement, like 20. I got a 23 for stealth, just to see if I could get closer and then Arcana check them.
Can I get?
You're not awake yet, right now, Tayden.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no. He's semi-conscious, so he could be hearing this entire conversation? I think. I'm not sure how
We're just gonna say
works.
unless you've alerted someone specifically.
Okay.
It's just the two of you.
Okay. I don't know.
So
have to sleep. Yeah, it does.
What are you guys doing then?
I'm rolling
I'm taking a very closer look at the cart. And the
So
person.
as you guys are hiding, Red, you move closer. You see the figure pass close enough to make out some features. And you
I got
see
13 on the Arcana check to just see if I sense any magic at all.
You don't see any like overt signs of magic from the individual. Without a detect magic spell, though, it's hard to glean much more than that.
I think I have that spell.
Well, make sure. But you see a little old lady. She's wearing a big red hat that looks like a mushroom, and you see that she looks like she's wearing like a kitchen apron, and like a bustle. She's got like a big old like mama dump truck. You know what I mean? Like she's like a little squat old lady.
Yeah.
And she's just pushing this old rickety cart by herself down the road, and you hear her like humming a little tune to herself.
Oh, I do have detect magic.
Would you like to cast it?
Yeah, I'll cast that first level.
Okay, so you cast your detect magic spell. As you open your eyes, you see that the old woman has a strange shimmer about her. And you see that there is a faint glow coming from whatever it is inside her cart. And you can kind of just like see the glow, but you can't see the object inside the cart.
Alright.
All right. Do you want to do anything else, or what's the plan?
I mean, if I when she gets closer, I want to roll an insight to see if I can tell if she could be hostile, or would that be investigation?
See if I can get a better look at the insides of her cards.
You can both make perception checks to try to do that.
I turned around and started looking at the dog. I got that one.
Okay, yeah, you don't see it. What'd you get, Valis?
14.
You crane your neck, and you see that her cart appears to be filled with pastries of some sort.
Valas is just confused as heck. Pastries?
She passes where you all are, and you see that she stops. She's about 20 feet away from you. You're still hiding behind this like little hill. And she kind of like stops, looks around, kind of like perking up an ear, and she goes, "Oh, hello. Is anyone there?"
I'll stop hiding. I'll just come up and like say hi. I'll say it high enough, say it loud enough that it would wake the dog up, and maybe loud enough to wake him from his trance. Well, it's not really awake. It's like, hi.
Sure.
You're out here you're out here awfully late. Are you okay, miss? Wait, could I tell if it was a miss or a miss?
Yeah, it is definitely an old lady. Right? It's definitely an old lady. And she's got just like the nicest little old lady voice. And as you step out and you make some noise, anyone in the party who would want to wake up, enough noise is made greeting her that you all are aroused from your sleep. So you all can choose what you would do from there. But you hear some talking coming from a ways away, away from the camp. But Red, as you talk to her, you see that she, like I said, is a kind-looking old woman. And as you approach, she goes, "Oh, I always love finding people here in the wilderness. Oh, I'm Granny. What can I sell pastries. Can I give you a pastry?" And she like opens her wares and she says, "They're only 1 gold apiece, and they're promised to give you pleasant dreams."
I'll give her like 5 gold, and I'll just take. Yeah. Just because she looks nice and she's a nice old lady, I'm probably going to die. These are probably poison.
This is suspicious. These
Okay,
were elderly ladies in the Underdark are vicious murderers.
You give her 5 coins, and she says, "So what kind of pastry would you like, dear? I've got meat pies, one with a maple nut, and a hearty pie with a potato base. I've got a Bavarian cream pie, or well, I guess not Bavarian, Waterdavian cream pies. I've got fruit pies, anything you could imagine. What can I get for you?"
My detect magic is still up, by the way.
Yeah, she's, like I said, she has a shimmer of magic all about her, and the pastries also give off magic.
Can I tell the difference between, like, are they different colors?
They are different kinds of magic. The pastries are an enchantment magic, and the shimmer around her is an illusion magic.
Alright. So I'll just be like, I'll take like a couple different ones. Like each one would be different. I would
take like a meat pie, a fruit pie, and a cream pie. Sure.
Oh, it's just
and as I'm like,
they look really good.
Do I want to bring up the fact I know she's using illusion magic? I don't know yet. I put to mute.
Can I roll a religion check as he asks his god for guidance?
You're sorry, what?
I roll a religion check to ask my god for guidance.
You're a cleric?
He's religious a bit.
So you can roll a religion check to make a little prayer. Without being a cleric, there's not a ton of like direct influence you're going to get, but you can definitely like pray for mercy or something. I don't know. I'm not
unless
sure.
you get like a nat 20, I would think that anyone's going to take it correct.
Okay, I would like to do an insight check to see if she was lying.
About what?
Lying to Red.
Yeah, but like what are you asking if she's lying about?
Seeing if she is lying about the pleasant dreams.
And what was your insight check?
Let me roll it. I was just asking if I could.
Yeah, sure. You can always roll an insight check to try to see if someone's being fake.
You said the rest of the party is awake. If that's the case, I'm kind of heading down that way myself. With,
all right.
A dirty 20.
All right. She doesn't appear to be lying. No, she's being honest. These bring pleasant dreams. Right. And as you look over, you hear some like noise from behind you, and you see that Kellen and anyone else from the party who would like to go investigate are all tromping down the hill over towards this cart. As you all head down, you see that Red is like currently exchanging money with and getting these desserts from this tiny old granny woman pushing a cart. And as you all like start heading down and she sees you, she goes, "Oh, wonderful. You didn't tell me you had friends. Oh, I love friends. Friends are just the best. When there are bad times in life, your friends, you keep them close."
Yeah. I'm gonna whisper into her ear. I don't know why you're using like illusion magic, but you know, it's fine. You seem nice. I won't tell the others if you don't want me to.
She gives you like a little wink.
Sorry.
She's like a little sparkle in her eye, and she gives you a wink, and she says, "I'm keeping myself looking good, dearie."
I'm sure you look good regardless.
Oh, an old woman has to do what she can.
Oh, she's so adorable. I hope she doesn't betray us later.
I can't be the only person hearing Mrs. Doubtfire right now.
No, you didn't hear Mrs. Doubtfire. That's definitely not the voice that I'm doing. That's definitely not the voice that I'm doing. As you all get down there, you see that Red has finished trading with this woman and is coming away with 3 delicious-looking baked treats.
I bought 5.
5 delicious-looking baked treats. Go ahead and deduct 5 gold.
Yeah,
as
I
you
did.
hand her the gold coins, she puts them into a purple velvet pouch. And she puts it into her dress. And as the rest of your party gets there, and she says, "Hello, everyone. I'm Granny. It's so good to see you. I'm bringing pastries, as I do every night, to all the people here in Barovia to bring them good dreams. Would any of you be interested in a good dream tonight? I know they can be so hard to come by in this horrible, horrible place."
I can dream, can't I?
I actually can't. I have a problem.
Oh, so the super nice old woman is pulling a cart in the middle of the night through this place.
Yeah, she is.
And that doesn't seem suspicious to anyone.
I'm on suspicion too.
I don't think she's suspicious. I think she's a wonderful lady. Just doing her best out here, trying to give people hope in this terrible place.
How much gold do I start with?
Velas's head. He says, "Yeah, my party's gonna get poisoned tonight."
It's fine. Oh, I don't have lesser restoration prepared, so never mind. If you guys get poisoned, it's fine.
Titan, we'll say you start off with 70 gold. Yeah, I think that was who asked me. Did you ask me how much gold you had?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you have 70.
Okay, thank you. And my character is awake now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you join everyone else. They're all surrounding the cart. So she points out all of her delicious pies. You see, just like she said, she's got a maple nut pie. Sure, go ahead. What are you rolling it on?
Do I just do my passive whiz inside, or do I roll up to something else?
If you're making an insight check, you make an insight check. So just roll and add your bonus to insight.
All right, got it. There we go. Never mind. Got 11.
Sorry. Yeah, well, I mean, she hasn't said anything to any of you. Like, she hasn't lied to any of you about anything. So she's being totally honest.
Yeah.
I hard pass on
Fox leaves stealth.
All right, Valis, you come out too, and she kind of jumps a little bit, and she goes, "Oh, I didn't see you there, dear. I'm Granny. It's so nice to meet you."
I bow my head respectfully, nod, and I say, "I am not interested in buying tonight."
Well, it's not often that someone manages to get one over on old Granny and sneak up on me. So for you, and she reaches in and she pulls out a pie from one of the shelves, and she hands it to you, and she says, "For you and your friends, you can have one free."
Aww.
I take it and say, "Thank you."
She just gives you the biggest smile, and she says, "I hope you enjoy it, love, and enjoy the dreams."
She knows she's going to regret this later.
I'll eat it if you don't want it. I'm going to just druidcraft and make her like a little flower, give it her as she walks off, and then get back to get ready to do my watch.
You cast your druidcraft, and the most beautiful Barovian rose blooms up in the moonlight. And you pluck it, and as she takes it from you, she gives you the biggest smile, and she says, "Oh, thank you, dear. It's so kind of you to do this for me." And she puts it on her cart, up near her sign, and she says, "Oh, it's beautiful."
I wave her off. If anyone else wants to do anything, can.
Going back to bed. Not taking a meat pie.
They're not all meat pies. Some of them are fruit.
I don't want a pie from some crazy little old lady. If somebody wants mine, they can have it.
I'll take one because I trust her.
Alright, so
Hard pass on the crazy old woman.
Wait, did she leave or no? I'm confused.
So she is still here. She's getting ready to go though, if nobody else is gonna buy anything else from her. But she hasn't left yet.
Right. Hey, then they're 1 gold each. Just so you know. Because I don't know if you were here when he told you the price.
If Valis and I are walking away, I'm going to ask him in Thieves' Cant what exactly was going on.
All I know is that old woman is
I
Jack.
respond that I don't know, but alarm bells are ringing in my head.
Why is that? What's picking?
Old lady out at night on the roads, delivering pastries. Something is off. I just know it. It doesn't sound right.
Keep it in mind. I didn't even know you were down there. You're pretty good at that.
I think him.
Thank you, Valas.
All
I
right.
assume I got a jelly-filled one, right, or fruit?
Yeah, you got a very tasty-looking apple pie.
I
It's like
took
each
my
of these, by the way,
dagger
is like
out
a
and-
full-sized pie, like a pie. It's not like a cupcake. Like so, like Red, you have like five full-sized pies.
Yeah. I just have a lot of food now.
How many how many rations will that last?
One slice of pie could take up one meal. Each
okay.
pie has 6 slices.
So like we have 30 meals basically.
Yeah.
How long until each one goes bad?
I mean, you don't know.
Are they magical so they never go bad?
I know they're magic. No one else knows they're magic.
Have you shared that information with everyone that they're
everyone else
magic?
thinks they're normal pies because I was the only one who used detect magic, and
Have
I
you
didn't
shared
tell
that
anyone about her because
I guess she hasn't
I
left
asked
yet.
her if it was okay with her, and she was like, "No, it's fine." And I was like, "Okay."
All right.
How many servings in one pie for a meal?
Say what? Yeah, it's 6 meals for one pie.
So that would be 2 ration packs.
I don't know. It's 6. No, it's not 6 days worth of meals for one pie. Like it's 6 individual servings. You need lunch. Like you need to eat multiple times a day.
Okay, I'll just add 2 then.
You're gonna eat 2. Is that what you said?
No, I meant I'm going to add 2 to the rations. 2 days worth of rations.
Okay, cool. Sure. All right. So Red, has everyone else left the lady in her cart? Is it just Red over here now?
Yeah, I'm just. This is when I would be doing the druid craft, like flower.
Oh, okay, cool.
thing.
Yeah, so you give her your flower. All of your companions have gone back. She thanks you for it.
Yeah, I wave her off. That's.
She takes a big sigh and she says, now time to go deliver good dreams to all the wonderful children of Barovia. And she just pushes her cart off down the road.
We didn't hear. We were all heading back up. We didn't actually hear that. You said
right. That was just to Red.
Yeah. Do I want to sleep? Because I can, in fact, sleep. I could eat a slice of pie and then sleep and then get dreams. Or I could trance. I have to trance. I'll eat a slice of. I'll eat some of the pie tomorrow.
Well, he goes and Velas goes into his trance till whenever someone wakes him up.
Sure. Cool. So, you put your pies away and you go and you finish the evening. And it goes by safely. The next morning rolls around and you all wake up.
Hey, just quick question out of character. Are drow immune to poison? I can't remember.
I don't think they're immune to poison, no.
They just make good poison, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, we have advantage against being charmed, and magic can put us to sleep.
Yeah, no, I have the same thing. I'm paler you.
We just have superior dark vision, meaning
Yeah.
we can see normally in dim light and up shades of gray in darkness for up to 120 feet.
Yeah.
I can see in shades of gray for up to 60 feet.
Yeah, we're both elves, so we don't have as much dark vision because Drow live in like underground. Yeah. I think
All right.
that's. I think everyone's ready, right?
Cool. So you guys pack up your stuff. Yeah, and the next day rolls around. Do you get out the pies at all the next day, or you leave them put away?
Well, I would eat one for like breakfast and lunch and dinner throughout the day.
Cool.
So I would have
So
at least 3 slices throughout
when you
that
get it
day.
out in the morning,
I'll share.
Irina, she sees that you have the pies, and she kind of like her eyebrows raised, and she goes, "Did you?" What's the voice? How do I do that voice? I've spaced on her voice, so I'm not going to try to do it for a second, so I don't look stupid. But she goes, "Did you see the granny last night? You got dream pastries?
Do you want some?
I don't want one right now, but I want one tonight. Oh, I haven't had a dream pastry since I was a girl."
Yeah, she was nice. I whisper into like Irina's ear. Like, I don't know why she was like. Is there a reason she uses like illusion magic, or? Because I don't know anything about her, so I'd be like.
Irina kind of shrugs and she says, "I don't really know much about her either. I just remember whenever I was a kid, every once in a while, that there would be like you would find her near nighttime, and she would always be pushing her carts, and she would give us these delicious little treats for free. She would never make a kid pay."
That's wonderful.
And I remember just having the best dreams after eating them.
Well, oh wait. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give, because I have a meat pastry, right?
Yeah.
We need to feed the guy inside the thing too.
So he doesn't like eat up and chew cooked meat. He needs to drink warm blood.
I mean, can he? But I'm asking.
No, he cannot eat.
He can't eat, so I can't give him that in the middle of the night so that he could have a good night's sleep. No. Okay. Well, I had the thought process. What did you say? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I said you can always pop a vein.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but like I was told I'm not allowed to.
I can feed him.
Well, no, you can't, because we're not allowed to give him human or like elf blood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were told we're not allowed to.
Gosh.
All right, cool. So you eat some pie. Irina eats some pie. Everybody else, are you gonna eat some pie?
I do not eat the pie yet. I eat some dried sausage.
I eat some of the pie.
All right, Titan eats some pie.
Either. I'm going with Balas on this one.
I pass on the pie, but did I hear that conversation about them and the hag or the old woman?
I was whispering into Irina's ear.
No, when she said that she hasn't had one since she was a kid.
Yeah, she said that out loud. Yeah, that wasn't
she
covert.
said that.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to sneakily talk to you or anything. She like noticed them and commented out loud, like she was reminiscing.
The illusion magic thing, I whispered into her ear.
Okay, yeah, she like that, and then when you did that, she just shrugged and she was like, "I don't know. I haven't encountered her since I was a girl, so I don't remember her doing anything strange, but also, maybe it's part of her magic for her pastries."
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Irina,
Yeah, what's
sorry.
up?
The name, I thought I got the name wrong. I'm sorry.
It's Irina.
You said that she was called Granny when you were. How long ago was that?
Oh, it must have been at least 15 years, maybe more. I found the voice.
Hey, Bed.
It's been a while since I was a girl. I mean, long time.
Yes. Is that my name?
Can you tell? How old did that lady look last night when you saw her?
I'm 18 and I'm an elf. I don't know the concept of what old looks like, really, to be honest.
You've seen age on like regular
like
races.
humans,
so
yeah, but
you
like,
understand that she was old. Maybe you don't grasp that like a year, but you understand that she was very old.
Can you describe her to Arena and have Arena describe? Can match up because something what Balance was saying last night doesn't trust it. I just want to see what she looked like.
Yeah, as you describe her, she says, yes, with the mushroom hat and everything. Yeah, that was her."
Does anybody else think it's odd that she hasn't aged a bit in 15 years?
Maybe it's the pastries.
Have you ever seen an elf? We don't really age. Aren't you a drow? Is he the drow?
I'm not the drow. I'm a human.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't remember who was the drow. Sorry. Yeah,
No,
no. Aren't you guys like we don't really age. We don't we don't know what species she is or what race she is. So like she could just be a race that doesn't like.
She looked human.
Oh, she looked human?
She looked human.
Okay. Yeah, but no, I'm going to still say that. I'm like, we don't know what she is. This is a magical, strange world. We have no idea.
I'm just.
She looked human, but she could also be like, she could be a great mage. We have no idea.
Yeah. I'm sticking with Ballaste's thing on this because Ballast like that rogue that like hard to explain without like gaining it really, where it's kind of like rogues have like a second sense kind of thing where it's like something's not right. Does that make any sense?
Yeah. But yeah, my characters just trust everyone.
On the road.
All right, so you guys finish your breakfast. Those of you who ate pie, you after like an hour of eating, you kind of get a little drowsy, kind of like a melatonin. You don't like fall asleep or anything, but just like you get like calm and you just like you get that sort of warm fuzzy feeling, and like if you wanted to nap you totally could, but you're not like, you don't feel compelled to or anything.
Oh wait, actually I could nap. Wait. But like because I could just shift into like a rabbit and then like nap. Because my character doesn't really dream, so I'll do it. I'll wild shape, and for like, how many hours is it? 2 hours. I'll fall like unconscious. Someone else can drive the cart.
Sure.
I'm like a small like cat.
Cool. So yeah, you as you all are heading towards into the woods, it gets a little dark, and you can kind of see Red getting a little drowsy. Does anyone offer to take over?
Does anyone else have proficiency with land vehicles?
Yeah, the cart can't hold me, so that's not an option.
Yeah, I turned into a cat
Animal
so that
handling,
I could be held.
Okay.
Like in the back.
I'll do it.
Can that cat still be fine in the back or no?
Yeah, you're still fine as a cat.
Okay.
So you kind of like curl up on Irina's lap, and you see her kind of like lean back in the cart. She puts her head on some hay. She gives like a stretch, and the two of you just take like a nice nap. Titan, you feel a little drowsy too, but again, it's not like you have to sleep. It's just like if you wanted to, you could sleep.
I'm just going to stay awake.
Okay, cool, yeah. So you kind of shake it off. You're good. Once you walk, it goes away. It's kind of like just after having your coffee. Kind of feels like that. But you're good. So while that's happening, you all are driving the cart, or Ark is driving the cart back into the woods. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Where are we headed?
1, 2,
3,
4. So about halfway through the day, you guys are making good time. You guys come out of the trees, and you see that you are like the path is very sharply rising up. And as you follow it up along these hills, you can sort of like see down into the valley. Far off in the distance, you can see the village of Barovia peeking through the trees, and towering above you, but not quite so high above you, off in the distance over here, you see Castle Ravenloft. But you continue along the road. One, two, three, 4.
Castle looks like he's compensating for something.
And around evening, you guys have had a very uneventful day of travel. After about 8 hours of travel, you reach a huge bridge. Just a second. Let me get to the description.
Quick question: is tiny or small? Which one's bigger?
Say what?
Is tiny or small bigger?
Small's bigger than tiny.
Yeah, small's bigger than tiny. All right. So you follow the dirt road as it clings to the side of a mountain, and it ends before an arching bridge of mold-encrusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. You can see the glow through the fog of the Vistani encampment down here. Sort of glowing in the fog.
Would I have woken up by this point, by the way?
We're good with Vistani.
Has it started raining yet? Actually,
it started raining after about an hour. But you and Irina didn't seem too bothered by it.
I'm a cat.
You guys sleep a full 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
And you wake up right as you're reaching the bridge. So the two of you both kind of around the same time, just like, and you remember having the most wonderful, vivid dream. And you were sleeping as a cat, so your dream was in the form of a cat. So it was just like a dream of you like drinking milk and like batting around yarn balls and basking in a window, and it was just really pleasant. Irina, you see as she yawns, she has this like smile on her face, and she says, that was the best dream. Good dreams are so rare.
Yeah. Titan, I'm going to like get out the cart and then tell Titan, you want me to take back over or no?
It was Ark that's actually driving the cart, not Titan.
Oh, it's Ark? Then no, it's fine. I'll go back.
Well,
actually,
you can have it if you want.
Well, no, because you're not druidic. You can't understand me while I'm a cat.
Oh, well, I didn't hear you take a say it in druidic. I just
Well,
thought
that's
you
why I
asked
was
me.
saying it to Titan, because I was a cat.
It's
well, you asked
You
about
want
the
me to
cart.
like
I'm the one running the
translate for
cart.
you?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So, like I said, you guys, as you wake up, though, there's kind of like a chilly breeze as you guys are high up over this pass. You kind of are getting the sprays of the waterfall that are catching you, and it's just very bracing. You are at the southern end of a long bridge. Are you guys going to cross the bridge?
Yes.
Oh, wait. I need to get my cat stats up.
Can I roll a perception check to see if it looks safe?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm right there with him.
I only have keen smell when I'm a cat.
17 for perception from Kellen.
17 for me as well.
Okay. With your 17,
do I smell anything?
You smell like the smell of like the mountain air. You smell like pine forest.
I got 23.
You can tell, all of you can tell that the bridge is pretty mossy, and the stones are wet, so the bridge might be a little slick.
Just drive slow, so I asked.
What spells did I prepare beforehand?
You just had a long rest, so if you feel, you give yourself the benefits of a long rest, by the way. Everybody had their other long rest, but you and Irina get another long rest, so.
I didn't.
I'm going to go ahead and start moving the wagon across.
Cool. So you slowly, but with determination, begin to move the wagon across. The horse seems a little spooked. like he's a little on edge, but he keeps moving. As you cross the gargoyles, or as you pass them, you kind of like the horse again. Its ears kind of go flat, and it seems a little spooked. But it passes the gargoyles, and nothing happens. And you reach, after a few minutes, the other side of the bridge. All right. Yeah, it is a little before dark. Do you want to continue to travel, or do you want to go ahead and set up camp now? You probably have about an hour until dark.
I say
I'm good with camp.
I say we set up camp.
Yeah, I'm fine with setting up camp. I'm no longer at the point of setting camp.
Yeah, might as well set up camp.
Yeah.
Cool. So you all set up camp for the evening. Are we having the same watches as last time?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. So as you all make your camp, Titan, you sort of the day catches up to you, and you suddenly kind of feel that drowsiness from earlier. And as you bed down, you just feel so warm and comfortable and enveloped by your bedroll, and you just fall into the most pleasant sleep.
Okay.
Everybody else, you're fine, unless somebody else wants to eat more pie. Would anyone like to get some pie for some fancy dreams and sleep?
Hard pass.
I'm good.
Well, I mean, you can. You just don't get the benefits of being semi-conscious. And it would take you 8 hours instead of 4. But you can sleep and you can dream. It's just you don't get the benefits.
Yeah, and you see, as you all are bedding down, that Irina, she's sort of like shifting uncomfortably in the cart. She's having trouble like finding a comfortable position, and you kind of notice that you two are having a bit trouble, like not like you're just kind of having trouble getting all the way calm, or whatever.
Which two of us?
Oh, Red and Irina. All right.
I'm being affected.
Yeah.
By the thing. Like,
well, just a second. So, you are just sort of having trouble getting rested. Irina, she comes over and she says, "Did you have any more of those dream pastries?"
Yeah, I give her some. This should be, I think, one.
Yeah.
Second to last
she takes
of
a
the
slice,
serving.
and she goes, "Oh, thank you. I kind of felt sad. It's like I had such a good dream last night. Or today during our trip. I don't want to have a boring one again." Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
She eats her pastry, and as she does, she sort of gives a yawn. She stretches back.
This should be the last slice out of that meat pie one, I think. So I'm going to reduce the number. Give me a moment.
All right, and you had it at lunch too, right?
I was asleep during lunch.
Oh, you were asleep during lunch. That's right. Okay.
So yeah, this should be the last slice out of that one.
Okay, cool. As you eat the last slice in the pie, you just have like that happy full belly feeling. And again, you just find yourself drifting off to sleep.
Right. I mean, I could just resist the sleep because it doesn't have to, because I'm an elf.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to try to resist the sleep?
Well, no, I'm just immune to it.
I agree with you. Would you like
but
to try
I mean, I'll do it anyways because like it's fine. Well, no, I can't because we're doing watches. So I'll just like I'll resist it because I'm fine either way. So I'll just roll with disadvantage.
Give me a con save at disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I think it'd be a flat con save because again, I can't be put to sleep. So I'm gonna just roll. I got a 1. No, I'm asleep. Yeah, no. Goodbye.
All right.
I'm out.
Yeah. Well, Pholas is standing watch for 4 hours.
All right. Almost immediately, you hear like the sounds of snores coming from where Red is supposed to be sitting. You just gonna let Red sleep, or are you gonna go wake him up?
Well, you could also wake up Tayden instead, because Tayden does the other 4 hours, which makes 8 hours.
Well, is my shift over?
Let's find out. Your shift goes by with no incident.
I'd go to Titan and shake him awake and say, "Your turn."
He does not wake up.
He doesn't? He's in a trance.
He's not in a trance. He is full-on snoring.
He's sleeping?
He is asleep.
I thought he was going into a trance. Oh no. You could wake up some of the other people, because if he's asleep, I'm not waking up either.
Wait, so how does that work? Am I just like unable to wake up until I wake up naturally?
When he shakes you, your character is dead asleep. You just don't wake up. You don't know what the implications of that are yet, but
I'll take the exhaustion point and pull a full night.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and leave yourself with 1 point of exhaustion, or 1 level of exhaustion in the morning.
I only did this thinking that Tatum wasn't going to sleep. That was my fault. I'm sorry.
No problem, but you owe his character.
Thankfully, Valis, the rest of the night goes by safely. The morning comes around and you feel tired. And maybe a little annoyed. But you see, like clockwork, at that 8-hour point, that Irina, Titan, and Red all just roll over and give a big, contented stretch and a yawn. And they wake up.
I look at Tatum and it's like, wait a minute, Titan, you were asleep too?
Titan, you had the most wonderful dream of just like a grove in a forest with like a stream and fruit hanging from the trees and just like frolicking with woodland creatures.
Peaceful.
You read just like the night before. You have just another banger of a dream. You weren't a cat this time, so you had regular mortal dreams or elf dreams. And
Okay.
yeah, you dreamed of your home forest and of your family, and it was nice.
Okie dokie.
All right, cool. So everyone packs up the camp, and you all are on the other side of the bridge, and you're gonna head out.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. After about a quarter of the way through the day, nothing has occurred. The rain has let up, but it's not sunny. So, like, at least you get respite from the rain. But you continue along the path, and you see ahead of you a fork in the road. The dirt road splits in two, widening towards the east, and also continuing towards the northwest. The eastern road is the direction of Castle Ravenloft. And you see sitting at the fork in the road as you're approaching is a large black structure of some point. Or of some kind. And as you get closer, you see that parked at the fork in the road, pointed east, is a large black carriage drawn by 2 black horses.
Well, we're turning around. We're right next to Castle Ravenloft, and we have Arena in the cart. I don't trust that. That's one of the things that's a big flag.
We can hard pass on the east.
Turn.
The east is the Castle Ravenloft. Otherwise, to where we gotta go, Rod.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pass. You're gonna have to pass this thing. You want to drive past it?
What just happened? I missed it.
I'm going to say that either we want to just turn back for a little bit and then come back this way, because I do not want to get near that cart, especially not with an arena in it. And that's big bad. Like, can I get in? Can I roll to see how the horses are? Can I roll to see the horses to see if I know what type of horses they are or no? Because if it's a beast, I have like advantage.
They are draft horses. You recognize them. They're really big draft horses, but they're just draft horses.
Alright. I don't trust. I'm saying in character, I don't trust that. That looks suspicious.
You trusted a woman at night selling.
You see, it was an old lady selling pastries. That looks like that's gonna be Strahd.
Check it out.
All right, so Ark, you're taken to the air and you're scouting ahead.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop the carriage.
Ahead and go. I'm gonna go to it and look at it and check it out. Greet them, when I'm within range.
I'm gonna stop the carriage where we are, far enough away. So you park the carriage
back that way.
From the air, greeting from the air.
All right, you call down to the cart, and you don't get a response.
I'll land a good 30 feet away. From it.
As you land and you kind of start to approach the carriage, but keeping your distance, you see that the horses kind of like stamp their feet and they snort puffs of steamy breath into the chill mountain air. And then as you're sort of peering into, or trying to peer through the smoky glass of the carriage door, there is a click and the side door of the carriage silently swings open.
What do I see?
Do you have dark vision?
I do not.
It is pitch black inside the cart.
Wait, was it just him? I thought the other person went with him.
I think it's just Ark. Did someone else go with Ark?
Oh, was it? I thought someone else said they were going with him. That was
I will
mistake.
approach the cart.
Okay.
So a little bit away, see if I can see him better.
Give me a perception check.
Do we actually see this? Everybody else see this going on, or is he too far ahead?
How far back did you guys park?
I'm parking it far enough that other car is not capable of seeing us. Like, I'm parking it off to the side.
I got a 20 on perception.
So you squint and you really peer in there, and you see that the carriage is empty.
Okay. Well, carriage is empty. 2 horses, no one around.
Yep.
Let's gamble with it. I want to get in the cart.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, this should end well.
As you get into the cart, you see that inside it's much easier to see. It doesn't feel as dark once you're in there. There are red velvet cushions that form 2 seats. And as you climb in and sit down, you hear the door click shut behind you. And the 2 horses begin to pull the cart to the east.
All right, I'm going to try to open the door. I'm sure this is going to be for naught.
The door is locked. You all see that Ark climbs into the carriage, and the carriage pulls off and starts traveling east.
Out of character, guys, I have got the cart moved, so now you can move the other cart.
I'm pretty far away. I can't do really much. I can get onto the horse. Actually, wait, no, I could wild shape into a horse, and then, hey, Titan, do you know how? Are you proficient in land vehicles?
I don't think so.
Let me check for you. Give me a second. Well, I'm gonna be the horse. It'll be fine. Just animal handling, I guess.
Has anyone seen Ark?
What's the fastest large animal that I can change into? Can you give me a second, Andy?
I say, if you can get me close, I can try to pick. Wait, that's out of character. That's meta knowledge.
Hey, King Chemist. Sorry if you said stuff earlier. I just saw your message. Thanks for checking out the stream. Sorry, guys. Go ahead. I spilled some dice.
The largest animal I can be, I think, is a. Okay, that's a bear. What's the fastest large animal? Because I have to be a large animal for a medium-sized animal to be on my back, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm trying to think because I know riding horses are faster than draft horses, right?
Yeah, draft horses are for pulling things.
All right, then I'm gonna change into a riding horse, and then who's getting on my back, and then
Me.
all right, you're on my back.
Yeah.
Yeah, on my back, and Titan, can you guard the cart? Can you guard the cart and just like maintain like the plant and foliage that's covering it?
Yeah.
And the horse. Right. Okay, I'm gonna start dashing towards the other thing.
Oh, hey Stanislaw. Cool. All right. So is Titan riding you? Is that what you said?
No, Titan is still by the cart, and he's maintaining
Valas
the plants and the
Valas,
foliage that I
cool.
put over
Valas is
everything.
riding you. All right, cool. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
reading the chat. I got distracted. Okay, cool. So the two of you start like thundering down the road, trying to catch up with this carriage. And while that's happening, they are taking the cart up and towards the other way in the path, or are they following you east?
Can you repeat what you just said? Like
What's Titan's plan? Is he following you east, or is he taking the cart up towards the fort?
I'm taking
He's
the
not.
cart.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't supposed
Or is he
to
just
move the
sitting
cart.
with the cart?
No, you're supposed.
Yeah, I'm just sitting with the cart.
Yeah, you were supposed to like. I left like plants and foliage. I grew like a bunch of it in front of the cart to just try and hide it.
Also,
When did you do that? Because you never said that.
Stanislaw, this game's full. Both games
I said
tonight
that
are actually
far
full.
before any of this happened.
Sorry.
I said it before you even got into that cart, into the other thing. I said that.
And real quick, can I use the Conjure Spirit Wolf?
Yeah, you can get your wolf back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Valas's plan is probably to try to open the door. If he cannot, he'll try to pick the lock.
All right, cool. So you are riding alongside it. These two horses that are pulling it are draft horses, but they're moving. They're keeping you on your toes, Red. I need you to make I think it's be an athletics check.
All right, I have to get up the stats of my horse. Give me a sec. Riding. IV. Give me a sec. I just need to get up the athletics.
Yes.
Because you're running.
Yeah, I mean, I have a 20 more movement than these horses, and they're great. Oh wow. Athletics is strength, so I have a +3 to it.
All right, go ahead and make
as
it.
a horse. I got 7.
All right. They also got 7. So
no, wait, I got 10. Okay, because I didn't add the +3.
Cool. So you managed to catch up. You are maintaining speed with these beasts as they're pulling the cart. You see it's like bouncing around like dangerously. Like it's like not meant to move this quickly. Valis, you say you're going to try to open the door?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Ark, you see your party outside like riding along. Well, you see Valis or Valas, and then you see the horse. So you guess might be Ark. But he reaches and he grabs the door and tries to pull it, and Valas, you can't get it open. It is locked.
Okay, I picked the lock.
All right, go ahead and make your check, but you need to do it at disadvantage because
I use my inspiration to cancel
it out. Hell yeah, good job. All right, cool. So you've used your inspiration.
Can I ask a question on inspiration? So he canceled out the disadvantage. Can someone use their inspiration to assist someone else?
No, so you can use inspiration to make yourself.
Gonna burn it for you.
Oh no!
You can give yourself advantage, or you can make me reroll something with your inspiration point. Those are the two ways that I allow them to be used.
You have advantage though, so roll it again.
Okay.
Well, no, he had disadvantage, and he used his inspiration to give himself advantage, which cancels it out. So this is a straight dexterity roll.
Well, I guess I'm gonna.
It's a fail. It's a critical fail.
It's a critical fail?
Yeah.
All right. So, what happens? You see Caladria, like, grabs on, and as the cart is, like, shaking, he's, like, getting jostled. He manages to unlock the thing. There's a loud click. The door flies open. The force of the door flying open rips Caladria off of the horse, and you, Ark, see Caladria tumble inside of the carriage with you. As he does, the door slams shut behind him.
Right, what I'm gonna do after that door shuts, I'm going to go and I'm going to run and go in front of the horses to basically body block them as they're running. So I'm gonna run and then like go in front of them so they'll either slow down and stop, or they'll run into me and then be knocked over. Either way, they're not getting back up before I unwild shape, and then Am will speak with them.
Ark, so I'm going to say no, because it's a small door, and this all was a critical failure. So this is more his failure than yours, so this is how he fails.
Wait, I'm the horse.
I know, Ark asked something before you said you were going to do that, so I was finishing what he was asking. You, though, totally. I just need you to make an athletics check again to move in front of them. This time you need to beat an 18.
I did not. Darn it.
All right, so you're still along the road, but so like for right now, you cannot pull ahead of them.
They're faster than. I'm confused because like they have 20 less movement and they're moving fast.
You really shouldn't have stat blocks open during the game that aren't yours, because I have never said that the stat blocks you find are going to be the stat blocks of the things you encounter.
Okay, I didn't know. You just verbally said that the riding horse was in fact faster. That's why I just assumed.
Because you asked, like, are riding horses faster than draft horses? And generally, yes.
When I get into the car, I quickly hand the other guy a crowbar and says, "Pry open while I try to pick it one more time."
You're not on me anymore.
No, I'm inside with the other guy.
As you look around inside the cart, Caladria, or Velas realizes in horror that there is only locks on the outside of this carriage.
Okay, I hand him my crowbar and say, "Blunt force your way open it."
I was just going to try to do a flurry of blows actually upon the door.
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and make your attack rolls.
Can I do that too?
You can assist. So the both of you can just start like stomping a mud hole in the door.
I get the one attack and then the two other unarmed attacks, so it'll be 3 on flurry of blows.
And since he's helping you, you can make your attacks with advantage.
Yeah. No.
Okay, 1 second. Let me get to where my attack is here. First one is going to be natural 20.
All right.
Got 25,
with the natural 20. Go ahead and roll damage, but I already think I know what's going to happen. So.
Yeah, it says that I have to use
14,
the animal stat block.
14 damage.
Okay, so the two of you just at one moment just like put a foot at the same time right at the hinge of the door. Like you two time it together. You're like 1, 2, 3, bah! And with the splinter, the whole door just like flies out and like clatters against the ground.
Yeah, I leap out. I just leap out.
Both just jumping out.
I'm gonna fly out, and despite all my rage, I'm still just a bird in a cage, and then go.
All right, you guys jump out. Velas, make an acrobatics roll. This is just going to be seeing how you take the landing.
I'm going to try to grab a hold of him and assist him. Give him advantage if I can.
Sure. Yeah. So what'd you get?
I got an 8.
With advantage, you got an 8?
Oh no, I'm rolling again since.
Yeah, Arc is helping you, so you get advantage.
I got 8 again.
All right, so Arc like grabs you by the back of the shirt as he takes to the air and tries to like get you rolling as you hit the ground. But it doesn't help. You try to duck and roll, but you just like ragdoll as you hit the ground. You are going to take 8 bashing damage as you like spin along the cobblestones and then come to a rest.
All right.
You see that the cart continues along the eastern road, just like rocketing towards the castle. Red, are you going to stop?
Down next to him, but just hit the ground.
Red, do you pull over? They jumped out of the cart. You're still running alongside the cart. I'm asking you if you're going to continue chasing the cart or if you're going to come back to where the party is.
Yeah, I'm going to try again to do the thing to try and get in front of them.
Oh, okay, sure. Make another athletics check.
Yeah, I double checked it. It does say that I have to. I didn't reach them, by the way, but yeah, I got 7. So
okay.
Yeah, it says I have to use the animal stat blocks.
Yeah, I
wild shoot. So I'm sorry, I was just confused when you said that.
I think he was meaning you can't look up the other stats.
No,
yeah,
I
you
memorized
can look up the stat blocks for things you can use. I'm just saying, you're going to be really disappointed if you are thinking in your head like, I know what this creature does because I've seen its stat block.
No,
you're going
I
to be
was doing that
annoyed when
because
things don't have those.
Oh, okay.
So just don't assume that what you've read in the monster manual is exactly what it is, because generally
I was
things
assuming
are
that just because because the horse should have been faster. Just even if I didn't look at the draft horse's stat block, I was only looking at the riding horse's stat block.
Yeah, okay, it's fine. I was just saying that like in your head, like don't get too upset.
Yeah, no, I was just like mentally like thinking, I was like, how is he things faster? They're dragging a cart and then riding horse. Yeah, no, I got 7. I doubt that I get in front of them.
They got a 12, and yeah, they're
gone.
Are pulling ahead of you, and they're gone. With that, are you guys all grouped back up? Are you gonna head back and get
head back.
Velas?
He's annoyed as hell now.
So Ark is flying back. Red, are you gonna pick Velas up and let him ride you back?
I mean, sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So the group of you rejoin everyone who is at the cart, and you have managed to save Ark. Everybody in the party can have 100 experience points for saving Ark.
Yay! I'm part of the campaign.
I did so much.
You protected her, and like, Strahd could have came, and then you would have 1v1 the final boss, man.
Oh gosh.
That's a level 1 druid.
All right, so you guys all rejoin the cart, and we're gonna go ahead and call it there for this session. So everybody gets 100 experience points for the session. And would anyone like to nominate someone else for something they did that they thought was pretty cool, or good role playing, or anything like that?
I'm sorry, you said 150. You said 150 for the cart or 100 for the cart?
100 for the cart, 100 for the session. So you've gotten 200 experience total.
Did we get anything for the wolf?
You guys didn't kill the wolf, so no.
I mean, you broke through the door. That was kind of cool.
I like Red's interaction with the old lady as well.
I mean, I already have inspiration, so you might want to give it to someone else.
I'll go ahead and give inspiration to that whole cart escape. Ark, specifically, you're getting inspiration because that was unnecessary.
You like that?
You did not have to do that.
I got the nat 20 on the door hit though. I didn't even roll the other two.
Yeah, that was good. So you already have it, Red.
Yeah, I have 2 inspiration. Then I've got.
So you can't. It doesn't bank. So like you either just have it or you don't. So.
Oh.
So you're incentivized to use it so that you don't have it, so that you can receive it again.
So how?
I wish I would have known. Okay.
So
can I just say pass it on then? Can the next most awesome thing do it?
Sure. If you'd like to give it to somebody else, you can.
All right. Who's got it?
I have it.
All right. Everybody else in the group, roll a D20 natural. Highest gets it. I'm just saying, everybody. It's an inspiration and just giving away to the group. Somebody take it.
I got an 18.
I got a 4. A freaking 4.
Yes. Everybody get their 20s in. Let me know. There's 2 more.
I got a 19.
I'm crushing these rolls tonight.
That's the first decent roll I had the whole night. I'm right there with
What
you.
did Titan get?
I got an 18.
18. All right. 19 the high then.
I think so.
Yeah.
There you be.
Something tells me if that cart made it up to that castle with Ark and we would be dead.
You would be rolling probably new characters.
That's what I was kind of figuring.
Yeah, I would. No, I would have just walked. As soon as I saw the castle, I would have just turned around, even if he was on my back.
The horses are out the way though. You didn't want to pass the wagon. I was cool with passing the wagon.
There you go. Yeah, it's a way to do it.
I was thinking I was going to try and stop the horses, like try body blocking them, knock them over prone, then animal speak or like animal bond them or like charm animal, and then force them to tell me anything. Worst case, or just talk to them as a horse. Like either which way, I was getting information out these horses, and they couldn't get away because I. Oh wait, no, I didn't have.
We no longer have the cart in the way.
All right. So with that, we are going to go ahead and be done for tonight. Thanks everybody for joining. We have don't quit yet. We have a couple games I wanted to tell you guys about before you go. The server's kind of blown up, so we've got a couple more Adventure League games in the works, but also Caladria has a game that he's trying to recruit for. He wants to run Lost Mines of Phandelver. So if anyone is looking to play in a game, you can jump into his. Two-Ply McSnips is currently recruiting people to join with him to commission me to run Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So he only needs 2 more people for that, and that's $15 a session. So if anybody's interested in that, Two-Ply is trying to get people for that.
$15 each player or
$15 per player per session is what that one will cost. Also, we have another Dungeon Master, Matthew. He is going to be doing a monthly demo of other systems besides D&D. He hasn't picked the day he's doing his yet, but he is doing one for May. And he's currently taking votes on what system you guys would like him to run. And I believe... Here, let me find the post. I'll tell you what games he's running. He's running Wicked Ones, the Fate system, or Blades in the Dark. I voted for Fate, so I'm going to play in this. If anybody else wants to play, just like send him a message or react in the Looking for Group channel. He's got a post in there. You can react to vote on the system you'd like to play on. But
what does that mean?
So, like reacting or what?
No, the system, like different.
Okay,
systems.
so like how there's Dungeons and Dragons, there are other tabletop role-playing games with different rules. So, and they have different settings. So, like there is Chronicles of Darkness, which is like a modern-day horror setting. There's Call of Cthulhu. There's a whole bunch of different games that aren't D&D, and they're a lot of fun. So he specializes in running games that aren't D&D. So he's basically going to do a demo game for our server once a month. Fate is supposed to be really cool. So that's also free. His game is free. So if anybody wants to try out a new system, currently Fate's winning, but if you want to vote for one of the other ones, you can. But just hit up GM Matthew if you'd like to be involved with that. And then, like I said, just keep an eye here. We're going to have more League games coming up. I know tonight our game's all filled up, and there were a lot of people who didn't get to play. So hopefully we'll be addressing that soon. Does anyone have any questions about anything?
I'll vouch for that Fate course system. I'm just running a campaign with my brother right now, and that's a real interesting way to implement things, and that it's good.
Yeah, I just got the rulebook for it. It looks really cool. I'm very excited to play. I'm playing in a game that he's running right now. It's a paid game. It's a mage game, and it's blowing my mind. Second edition mage is crazy.
Yeah.
But Matthew's awesome. He is a better dungeon master than I am. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm learning a lot from him. So take an opportunity to jump into one of his games. But I don't have anything else for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Thank you guys on Twitch. We have another game coming up in about 24 minutes. We might start that a couple minutes late, so I have time to like take a break in between games. But just keep an eye on the Twitch. If anybody wants to watch the next game, just come up to the Twitch around 8 o'clock, Twitch TV/DiceDad Games.
Thank goodness.
Thanks for the session. It was a good game.
Yeah. Cool. I'll see you guys all next week. And I'll see you guys in 30 minutes.